Hi there, welcome to Brewing Wellness. My name is Purti, and this is a channel where we talk about positivity, mental health, fitness, and wellness. So, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, then please do show your support by subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. If you're new to this channel, then be sure to check out my previous videos where I talk about a variety of topics with leading experts. So if you watched my previous videos, you know that I'm a big fan of guided meditation apps. So one of the apps that I have fallen in love with is MindFeed. I downloaded this a few weeks ago and I happened to meet the founder on Clubhouse. Mr. Alok founded MindFeed app for people to get started on their meditation journey, especially if you're like me, where it's hard for you to sit down, idle, and just meditate. So guided meditations are the best way to get started on your meditation journey. In today's video, Mr. Alok is going to talk about alignment. He is very passionate about helping people align their mind, body, and soul towards their higher purpose. As always, I've asked him a few simple questions to help us understand how we can get aligned with our inner voice, our energy levels, and our higher purpose. Without any more delay, let's get started.
Hi, I'm Alok. I'm a mindfulness and a mindset coach. I'm on a mission to help 1 million working professionals to live a healthy, happy, successful, and a spiritual life. Now, why do I connect with working professionals in general? That is because I come from a corporate background. I have 14 years of stressful work-life experience. And while I was going through my corporate tenure, that's when I experienced what can stress do to you in terms of your health, in terms of your happiness, in terms of your mental health and status, your inner calm and peace. It can really destroy that. I've experienced that. I've experienced stress, I've experienced burnout, I've experienced certain levels of depression. But what really held me strong and made me think clearly through those stressful and chaotic times were my practices, my mindfulness and mindset practices. And that's when I thought to myself that if these things and these practices and if this wisdom has helped me to maintain that inner calm, peace, breed different kinds of perceptions and perspectives in those stressful times, it can help anyone and everyone to have that kind of clarity, to take certain types of decisions and make better choices, irrespective of what kind of pressure you are dealing with. So that's where I thought that this can be my mission, and this should be my mission, that when I connect with people and help them to breed clarity, to become a better version of themselves by integrating the mindfulness practices and sciences. So that's what I've been doing for more than 7 to 8 years now. And I'm the founder of Eastern Mindfulness. That's my platform. And I'm also the founder of MindFeed app. That's a guided meditation app that I have on the Apple and Android store. In the pursuit of understanding stress and helping people to overcome stress and anxiety and to deal with difficult situations, I tried understanding what exactly do we mean by stress and how it impacts various aspects of our well-being and various aspects of our existence, whether it is the physical aspect, the mental aspect, the emotional aspect, how it impacts us. What I found was that there are various different reasons of why do we feel that stress and why do we feel that kind of anxiety. And one of the reasons that I found was there is a gap when there is missing element between what we really aspire to do, what we really dream of doing, and what is that inner need of ours. Or you can also term that as our value system. If that is X, but you are doing Y, means there's a friction, there is a gap between what you really want to do, but what you have to do. And that gap causes a lot of stress. So let me give you this example. Let's say your profession demands, your position demands you to manipulate certain kind of information, or you are required to overpromise, right, just to get that account. But authenticity is something that really drives you. So now here there's a discrepancy between what you really want to do and what you really have to do. There's a difference, right? So this disalignment causes stress, because no matter how well you do in terms of your job, no matter how well you are able to satisfy your seniors, your bosses, the clients, but at the end of the day, there's something that will not allow you to have a good night's sleep. And that something is that you are not aligned with your values. Your actions are not aligned with your values. Your thoughts are not aligned with your values. And this disalignment is one of the major causes of stress. That's the reason I tell people that make sure that, number one, you become super self-aware of who you are as a person. What do you really believe in? What are your values? What really drives you? What really motivates you? What really inspires you? The second step is then start aligning your actions, your words, your thoughts, your emotions with your inner values. When you start aligning yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, that's what helps you to feel that inner calm, inner peace, and that contentment and that joy at the end of the day. And don't you really think that this is what matters at the end of the day? No matter what money you are making, no matter what difference you are making, but at the end of the day, if you are able to have that good night's sleep, if you are able to feel joyful, if you are able to feel content, that's what really makes a difference, right? So align yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, what you are within and what you are doing externally. That alignment is something which is very important. One of the best ways to initiate this journey of alignment is to start with self-awareness. One of the major problems, if you see, with people today is they don't give time to themselves. They don't spend time with themselves. We are so very busy, if you see these days, by fixing a lot of meetings, by keeping ourselves super busy with phone calls or meetings or emails or work, social media engagements. The thing is, we don't have time for ourselves. And that's the reason I tell people that always make sure that you have one meeting fixed with yourself. Yes, one meeting fixed with yourself. So on your daily calendar, there should be one slot that you give to yourself. And that is your me time, the quality time where it's just you and you. Talking to yourself, you're reflecting, you're introspecting about who you are, why you are here, why you are doing what you are doing. This is something which is very much important. Why you are doing what you are doing. What are your habits? How did these habits form at first place? Are they really required? Are they obsolete? Do you still need to do them? The thing is, most of the people, they do things because they have been doing it for months and for years, and now this becomes their habit. But we never analyze our habit. We never recalibrate them. We never think about them, that whether they are even important or not, right? So the first thing to understand and to align yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually is to start on the journey of self-awareness. Try to understand what are your strengths. Try to understand what are your weaknesses, because somewhere that is fueling your soul. Unknowingly, we are pulled towards something that gives us pleasure, right? And we move away from something that gives us pain. And that's how we are biologically wired and structured, because we always like to have more and more pleasure and we don't want to have pain, right? So this is something that we need to understand, that what is it that really motivates me? What is it that really inspires me? Once you start knowing all these aspects about yourself, and this you can only know when you spend time with yourself. That's the reason I say that fix a meeting with yourself every day. Meditate. Self-reflect, self-introspect, know yourself. Once you start doing this, automatically you will know what are the things that you have to stop doing. You will know what are the habits that you need to tweak. You will know what are the new habits that you need to form. And that's how you'll be able to align yourself with your goals, with your vision, and with your mission. Mindfeed has been one of my dream projects. I have come across this question many a time, that how do I start my meditation journey? I want to meditate, but I don't know where to start from, right? All these questions, people are eager to do, but they don't have that clear path. Where do I start from? And one more thing that I've noticed is that there is some kind of resistance when it comes to meditation, because when we talk about meditation applications or meditation programs, there's always this cost factor which is attached to it. in my pursuit of helping people to start meditating, I came up with this application called MindFeed app, and I have recorded hundreds of meditation in my own voice, and it's available on Android and iOS. You can just search it. That's MindFeed. The idea is to feed your mind on daily basis. So it has guided meditations and affirmations, and we have bifurcated the meditations in various different categories and subcategories, right from your health to relationships, your work, your productivity, your creativity, for children, pregnancy. There's so many different categories that we have bifurcated meditations in. We also have a lot of affirmations, and there is a segment which also has Hindi meditation. One of the aspects when I told about price being a factor where people have that kind of resistance. So my idea is to have 40% of the application always free in terms of free content, which means if there are 100 meditations, 40 meditations will always be free. So this is how people can actually go and try out, and they can start their meditation journey. Life is not a straight line, right? It's a curve. We have our ups and downs. Now, if you see, generally what happens is when we are going through some stressful times, we generally lose our clarity, because when we are in stress, there is no clarity. Why? Because when we are in stress, we are emotionally hyped, right? There is a lot of emotional surge happening. I really love what Les Brown, one of the most celebrated motivational speakers, says, that when things go wrong, don't go with them. And this is what generally happens with us. When things go wrong, we actually go with them, right? Our thoughts, our emotions are all over the place, and we lose that clarity. Top most important thing that we need in a stressful situation is clarity. And clarity can only come to us, we can only breed clarity when our mind is in a calm state. So the priority should be, how can we calm our mind when we are stressful? So there are two things by which you can calm your mind. Number one is by focusing on your breath. That's the first thing, because that's a biological hack. You cannot get hold of your mind, but you can get hold of your breath. So try breathing deep, slow and long for a couple of minutes, and you will see that your mind starts calming down. But only doing that won't help you. The second thing, which is very much important, is to reflect on what is the stressor. What is it that is actually making you uncomfortable? Is it some pending work that you have been procrastinating? Is it some kind of result that you have been looking for, but you're not able to achieve it? Understanding that what is it that I can do right now in this moment. This kind of clarity and introspection can actually help you to deal with that stressful situation. So there are two ways. Number one, by having the biological hack, and that is by controlling your breath. Slow, deep and long breaths. What they do is they instantly activate your parasympathetic nervous system and put you in a relaxation mode. You have to start introspecting and reflecting on what is it that is really giving you that stress. Once you start following this two-step process, you will find yourself in a better position to deal with stressful situations.
Since Mr. Alok has been in the corporate field himself, he understands what a typical 9-to-5 corporate employee goes through. Keeping his own experience in mind, he has designed a beautiful app as well as a website which is called Eastern Mindfulness. Hope this video was helpful to you. If you like it, please do share this video and give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. This is Purti signing off. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.